Good afternoon from the Gardening Adventurous. It's Saturday the 5th of February. I was going to put one up last week, but when I got home, looked at the video, didn't think it was the right time. But anyway, I came Saturday morning to a lovely surprise. There was a greenhouse on the plot. I spent a few days on here. I did come down to tidy up the back of the plot actually. As you can see, it's not been done, it's still a mess, but I've been rather busy planning where to put this and levelling off that bit. Quite a lot of thought has gone into planning where to put this. A lot of thought, considering I've never put up a greenhouse before. I've not done too bad. I have struggled because I didn't have a clue how to put these roof bars on, but I had to sit down, look at the bars, look at the nuts and bolts and just think about it. So it took me about 5 minutes to figure that out. Anyway, on the subject of the greenhouse, hold on, bad habits, excuse that. So originally, I was going to put it here. Oh, my hands are going on. It's a bit chilly today. Going to put it here. But as I was levelling it off, I noticed about 20 past 11, the sun was there. And I thought, no. It's going to be too much shade. And it's not going to do the job I want it to do. Even though I get the morning sun. And it'll probably heat it up enough, but is it really going to do the job I want it to do? So I thought, I've just levelled all this off for nothing, because there was a bit of a slope round here. So yeah, I thought no. Then I spoke to another fellow plot holder who I know's put up a few greenhouses. One, to thank him for the greenhouse, because I know he was one of the guys that put it on there. So I was like super excited that I got it. And I thought I got his opinions too, putting it there. And I says, well, I have planted some onions and garlic there. I mean, I've planted some there and they've come up lovely, but them ones haven't yet. And I said, oh, would it be alright then? I says, yeah, they'll do great. I thought, right, okay. Need to get some compost in there, level that off. And then I went on the Facebook. Happened to see a couple of posts about the greenhouses being in full sun, about how they need to cover it. I just need to get some rubbish up. How they need to cover it and stuff like that. Temperature control. Look how beautiful that's starting to look. That'll be another subject to talk about in a minute. About temperature control. So I thought, well, maybe being in full sun all day has got its pros and cons, and it probably wouldn't be that beneficial. So then I thought, then I was back down another day and I saw another fellow plot holder who's quite experienced with greenhouses. So I got feedback off him. So we had a chat about it. And he says, oh, maybe you could have it down here. Because it did say maybe in front of there, but then I would have to move them crates and I couldn't think where to put them. And I said, no, I don't want to sit in front of there. I like how that works. I want that to stay as it is. So I don't want it in front of the shed. He said, okay then. He said, well, where's you going to put it? And I said, well, originally here, but it gets too much shade. I says, then I thought maybe up there, but then it gets too much full sun. This is what about here, but bringing it forward, and I explained about the sun. So he gets on his phone, and I said, you could get phone signal down here, because our signal's quite rubbish. So yeah, not a problem. You do, gets on an app. So we looked, sun comes up about there, he reckons. Starts moving over there. And the sun should be there about 1 o'clock. So mid-afternoon in the summer, it will start moving behind there by 3-4 o'clock, and that's when it starts getting shaded. So that should work, hopefully, if it goes to plan. So it should have the heat it needs and the sun it needs right up until 2 o'clock, hopefully. So yeah, a lot of thought and planning has gone into this. Because I'm due to have an operation. Don't know if I'll get it this year. An operation on my back. I've got a displaced disc, which is why I'm doing everything in rows to hopefully make weeding easier. Hopefully next year, if I could get enough resources together, it'll be razor beds. Don't know yet. Again, to see if it'll make things easier on the back, but it's all down to resources. I mean, most of this was free, apart from the pansies. Oh, excuse the sniffling, it's rather cold. But yeah, this is the next subject. Once I got enough vegetation grown in here to act as a border, I won't be replacing this, because somebody else made a really valid point about shading the neighbour's plot, which I thought was rather fair. What if gale force winds blows it onto the next door neighbour's plot, which is why it's slightly leaning towards my plot, because that's the last thing I would want. We both did agree on this. Looks rather nice, but the metal fencing that was there before, that threw out shade as well. But at least there's some gaps in here, and it looks a lot nicer than this awful fence. So maybe we can make use of it. If they want to keep it, they can keep it. That's up to them. But I won't be replacing this in 3-4 years' time, when it starts to rot. Hopefully I'll have enough growing in here to act as a little bit of a barrier. Maybe not. I quite like it for now as a temporary measure. But yeah, I think this is another good thing to consider if you're putting up a border. Are you giving your neighbour too much shade? Because it's nice to be neighbourly, to get on with your neighbours if you can. Because it's not fair if you're blocking out their sun, is it? We all need a bit of sun, don't we? And it wouldn't be fair if you was blocking out their sun. This is what potentially I might be doing. So this is something I'm going to start watching closely in the summertime, if I'm blocking out too much of their sun, and if I am, I'll either remove it or just not replace it. So, but I think for now it's looking rather pretty. If they want more flowers, I think I'll let them add more flowers, because I think it looks quite cute, to be honest. Useful, I can't think of the word, but yeah, I mean, normally we'd put wood underneath there, but as I'm not very handy with DIY I'd had enough of the drilling, so I had some of this lying around and I used the mesh and staple gunned it in. Oh gosh, I'm that cold, I can't even get my words out. It is rather a chilly day today. I think it's a little bit chilly. I've got my thermals on as well, and I'm finding it a little bit chilly. But yeah, so yeah, it took me a while to figure out how to put this up. A lot of planning went into it, a lot of thought, more thought than what I normally do. A lot of thought have gone into where to put this, the advantages of the sun, how much sun do I want it to have, do I want it to have shade. So yeah, there's going to be a gap behind here, but it's not going to be a wasted gap, because I'm hoping to put some shelving system here to keep my pots away nice and tidy. Have a seat, put my seating area back, but have it here, so I've got a nice little private area where I can sit and relax. Hoping to put another compost area there, so that rocket stove is going to have to be moved. And I'm hoping very soon I can finally get this area tidied off, because it's an awful mess. So what winter maintenance jobs are you doing to keep yourself warm? Or are you all tucked up in a nice warm house enjoying your produce? Whatever it is you're doing, I hope you have a fantastic week. Stay safe, everyone.